Hey Frag fam, welcome to today's video, Proverbs 27:9 fragrances. Today we'll be doing a comparison video from the house of Issey Miyake, L'eau de Issey pour Homme, and that is the original, versus Sport. And so let's go ahead and get started. This, you're probably, if you're watching this video, you're probably very familiar with this fragrance right here. This is a 1994 release, and when it come out, it was a groundbreaking fragrance. It really laid the groundwork for the citrusy unisex fragrances that would be really dominating in the late 90s and early 2000s. The CK line, the Tommy line, but more importantly the Acquadigio line from Giorgio Armani. All of those flankers and all of the fragrances that were inspired as a result of that, the Invictus line and countless others. And so really this is the house and the fragrance that started it all. Now the brand Issey Miyake is probably more popular on Fifth Avenue or Rodeo Drive than it is on the main street of your small American town, where Acquadigio and Paco Rabanne Victus and those brands are a little more well known as far as in average America. But in New York and LA, Tokyo, and around the world, everyone knows Issey Miyake. And in the fragrance world, everybody knows Issey Miyake, and they know this fragrance. And it is one of the most well-beloved fragrances in the frag community. So I'm going to probably get a lot of hate from this video. But let me start off by saying, as far as the way it smells, okay, and again, you can see from the presentation, the frosted glass. I don't have an Acquadigio. I've got Profumo up there, but I don't have the original Acquadigio here to show you. But if you have it, you can see where that was a 96 release, I believe. The frosted glass, I mean, it looks, they give it a little beefier, more squared up bottle, but it's the frosted glass, the silver atomizer and accoutrements, and then the fragrance profile is very similar. I believe it's directly inspired by this fragrance. And this fragrance is one of the really most beautiful smelling fragrances that you'll find. The problem is, this is a women's perfume. I don't understand this being marketed towards men. To me, it reminds me of, and this is where the hate will be from all of you, and that's fine. Everybody's different. But to me, it reminds me of Sunflowers by Elizabeth Arden, which my wife wore when she was in high school 25 years ago. It's a very lovely fragrance. It really is. It's a wonderful springtime and summertime, floral, fruity, citrusy fragrance, okay? It's described as being a woody, aquatic fragrance. And this really did lead the way in the, I would call it more of a citrus, floral, aquatic. But anyways, it led the way in the woody, aquatic genre. Top notes are yuzu, lemon, bergamot, lemon verbena, mandarin orange, and there is an explosion of citrus off the top. Very much so. But then the middle notes, blue lotus, lily of the valley, saffron, geranium, mignonette. These are all floral notes, okay? And the floral notes are very prominent throughout the entirety of this fragrance. In the base, Tahitian vetiver, white musk, you get a lot of that white musk, cedar, sandalwood, tobacco, and amber. So when you're looking at the note breakdown, and when I looked at the note breakdown before I bought it, I thought this is going to be an amazing fragrance. And it honestly, it really is. But this is by far and away the most feminine fragrance that I own. It's so feminine that I cannot wear it. I sprayed this on me one time, and my wife asked me if I had sprayed her Sunflowers perfume on. It is, to me, again, it's all citrus in the opening and then all the floral notes. Again, you got lotus, lily of the valley, saffron, geranium, mignonette, and that's just in what's listed, and probably most of the notes listed are here. There is cypress listed, cedar listed, there's coriander and tarragon and sage and nutmeg. There is subtle hints of spice. The only wood I can really pick up is a slight sandalwood. If there's cedar and cypress in it, again, they're very subtle. Even the vetiver I can pick up, but with all the way the citrus and the floral notes blend together, you know, a lot of women's fragrances has vetiver and sandalwood and even cedar in it. Where the white musk and the amber in the base, there is no tobacco in this. I've sprayed this on paper, I've sprayed this on cloth, I've sprayed this on skin. I don't get the wood, I don't get the tobacco, I don't get anything much spicy at all. This is a citrus floral fragrance. It's the by far, again, it smells beautiful. And I would love if my wife would wear this. But for people to say that this is a masculine fragrance, I just don't understand it at all. Now this, on the other hand, is a very masculine fragrance. L'Eau d'Issey pour Homme Sport. Let me give you the whole name. Issey Miyake L'Eau d'Issey pour Homme Sport. Longest name, but very, very good fragrance. So this is a 2012, where this is 94. This fragrance come out as a flanker almost 20 years later, 18 years later, and they're still putting out. And so that just tells you this was a groundbreaking fragrance, groundbreaking scent profile and DNA. Again, I know lots of men wear this, and I've had men argue with me and tell me this is masculine on me. It must be your body chemistry, and you must project very feminine or whatever, you know. But this, on the other hand, is masculine from the opening. You can smell you can smell the DNA of this, okay? It's not like this doesn't have this. This has the beautiful DNA. But in here, the top notes, instead of that long plethora list of every citrus imaginable, grapefruit, bergamot. Bergamot is the most used citrus note in men's perfumery. And then grapefruit is one that is used a lot it's really in right now, and it gives us this juicy pop. And then also there is this hint of rind within grapefruit. Grapefruit is a more tart, and it's almost like you can not only, you get that juicy blast, but also you get that kind of green rind, bitter a little bit. And so that's more masculine by nature. You've got nutmeg and leather listed. You've got vetiver, Virginia cedar, and ambergris listed as well. but you can definitely still smell cypress and cedar. You can pick up all those subtle notes that are supposed to be in this. Tarragon. I don't know. Yeah, so tarragon. I'm not sure if they took and left the saffron in it or not. I don't think so. I don't smell it in the sport. I believe there's coriander. Definitely can smell the vetiver. Overall, though, the way I would market these is l'eau d'Issey Parfum, and I know there is a Parfum version. I can't imagine they smell a whole lot different. And this is Pour Homme. This is for men. This is for women. Now, again, that's just my take on it. But if you're picking this, if you want masculine, and again, we're not talking about men versus women. We're talking about masculine versus feminine, really, in the fragrance genre today. I know this is marketed towards men. Of course, women wear men's fragrances, and some men wear some women fragrances, whatever. But this is feminine. This is masculine. If you're like me and you picked this up and you thought, wow, that's just way too feminine for me, don't be afraid to buy this. This is as masculine as anything I've got on my shelf. But the beauty of it is that, because even if you thought this was way too feminine, I bet you still thought it was very beautiful smelling. I mean, you can't deny that this is an absolutely gorgeous fragrance. There's just not enough bass to it. It's all treble. It's all high. It's all, soprano and tenor. Where over here you got some, baritone and some bass mixed in. And so, anyways, that's my comparison. If you agree, let me know. If you disagree, I know you're going to let me know. And that's what we love about the fragrance community. And that's why we watch different people give different opinions. If everybody said the exact same thing, there would only be one fragrance reviewer on YouTube. That's all you would need. We'd all watch, whoever you like the best, Ash or, George or Dan or Jeremy or whoever. But we all have different opinions and different takes. So let me know in the comments. I want to know if I ticked you off and you think this is masculine and I'm just a, whatever. Let me know down there. But give me some good, let's keep good, keep the comments good and positive, But if you agree with me, let everybody know as well. I really like it. This is, I said in my unboxing first impression, this will probably be one of my most worn fragrances of the new year coming up. So, all right. Like, subscribe, hit the notifications bell. And until next time, we'll see you down the road. God bless. Frag on, Frag fam.